Welcome to Instant Replay Live. I'm showing Joe some dwarfs.
Well, that's a pretty impressive dwarf, brother. Are we gonna play some arcade mode?
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in here. I'm gonna teach you how the dwarf do.
Oh, how do a dwarf do?
They do it in the dungeon.
Do they?
Aye.
Do it in the dungeons?
Yeah, in the back crypts.
Let me in your back crypt.
Okay, so I don't remember how. Right click. Okay.
Welcome
Everything
to
works
arcade
here.
mode.
Oh, that's right.
You gotta control the dwarves, brother.
It's a completely useless path that I just paid for there. It's been a while since I have played this. Yeah.
Well, this looks like a game I could really get into.
It's a lot of fun. It's kind of like, it was inspired by sort of Dwarf Fortress, but, you know, what if we gave that a graphical interface and made it way more simple? And so you just kind of set these paths, the dwarves kind of follow them on their own if they want to, like if they're loyalty or whatever.
Aye, but what's in the blackness?
You don't know. So in this case, I found treasure, which is pretty nice. Pretty happy about that.
Maybe you find a goblin or an orc.
Aye.
Or a Balrog.
These are things that can definitely happen. And,
Son of my mother's milk.
Son of my mother's. So you? But of her milk.
I was born from her milk.
Ew.
It spilled on the ground, and I grew out of it. A sorcerer, nay, a warlock, cast his wee spell on it, and I rose from the spilled milk.
You're turning British?
Aye.
So once...
Aye, brother.
Fuck, I wish I remembered. Okay, there's walls.
The warlock, he was British. It got in me. Alright, I've done established.
I've done establish that? Is that what you said? So this game kind of plays itself until shit goes down. So right now we're just watching some dwarves.
Oh, aye.
So Joe, tell me about your day. Tell me about your warlock. When you met him, like, was it love at first sight before he went inside you?
You're hearing the story differently than I just told it. I said he found my mother's milk spilled on the ground, and he cast a wee spell on it.
Uh-huh.
And out from it,
And then you grew.
I burst out.
And then when you saw him...
I saw him and I thought, oi, that's the fucker who cursed my mother's milk. But then I thought, oh, that British wanker's my dad.
Uh-huh.
And so...
I didn't realize that you considered him to be a father figure. I just thought he was just a magical bringer of you into the world.
He tainted her milk.
I understand. So he must be your father, if he taints your mother's milk.
Oh, aye.
So my guys are spreading out in completely different directions. This is a problem for me. Oh, by the way, I've set it to a 15-minute survival, so this episode will be ending in... We have a timer on the episode. You will know. Or you could just check the progress bar.
I don't know about
every
that.
episode. You don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know about that?
Why are all your dwarves going in different directions?
It's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Like...
Tell them not to do that.
They will uncover various dangers in various places, and I have to, like, move back and forth to deal with that. And it's very disconcerting. These dudes are leveling up, though. They're definitely getting to be very quality diggers.
Oi, they level up.
Yes, they do.
This is a game I want to play.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah. You also will eventually reach the point where you're putting down, like, towers for defense soldiers. And, in fact, we'll just go ahead and put one down just because we have some money. And we might as well have some defenders.
Aye.
Can I hire more guards here? Yes, I can.
Dwarven warriors.
Bam.
The best
So
kind
many.
of warriors.
So many warriors right there. Warring it up on the Jimmy Fallon show. There was a joke there, but it's not important. It's... What was the Bee Gees joke that they did on SNL with Jimmy Fallon and Justin Timberlake, where they're like, talking it up. It's the Such and Such talk show.
I didn't watch.
I'm sure you
era.
know about that, Dwarf Joe.
I didn't really like
What
that
happened to your
era of
accent?
SNL. I give up.
I can accept that.
I thought you were going to go for longer than you did, and so I was like, well, what am I even doing this for anymore?
I don't know. I was appreciating you just being the one to do it and me getting to hang out. It was, okay, so, we have a flood. So what I have to do... open a tutorial. Get out of here. All right. I have to build a wall. Luckily, you can pause time, and that makes life a lot easier.
Oh, you can just, like, place the wall. It doesn't have to be built?
Right, and that's the other thing. I'm a dwarf god.
Oh,
but
man.
They could dig into this from any place, like right here where I've told them to, and I can't cancel that order that I've already paid for. So instead, I have to now pay a shitload to wall off this place.
Why?
This is unbreakable dirt. And I can't afford to finish it. They will not be able to dig through that, so they won't open the water up again. Because the water is endless, and it will just flood everything.
God, I love this game, because, like, they're doing the shit, and you're just like, yeah, I guess I'll watch. This is what I was looking for. I was like, I need a God game. And it's like, I bought Reyes the other day, and Reyes is definitely a game I recommend.
I don't know enough about it. What's the premise?
You're God, and it's got a very nice visual gag where it's like, it's a circular world, and your four gods are walking around the world, and you can kind of raise up civilizations, and depending on which climate you raise them in, they're different kinds of civilizations. Mm-hmm. The problem is, no matter what the civilization is, it's just a visual thing that changes it. Like, they still function the same way, so like there's no difference in the gameplay for the way you shape your world. It plays the same every time. And so there's no real value in starting the game over and building a new, like, for a God game that's kind of supposed to be like
you want it to be
sim,
procedural and different every time.
And it just doesn't have it. Like, and there's not enough personality in the beings. Like, I don't know. I still want that perfect God game that has like elements of majesty where you get characters.
Right.
And
so have you played Dwarf Fortress ever?
No.
I think you might like it, but you have to be willing to you just have to accept that it is going to kill you many times before you get into it, like before you get used to what you're doing. And it has a very steep learning curve and there's no visuals to it. Mm-hmm. Some people have modded in some visuals. But it's not the same as even the modded visuals are like ASCII art and stuff like that. Like,
oh, okay.
It is a text-based game where you manage a population of dwarves and very, very specific things happen. Like you can get your dwarves cats because they'll get lonely, but cats reproduce and they have to be fed. And also your dwarves, some of them can become obsessed with their cats and stop doing their jobs because they want to take care of their cats.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like that level of detail on character management and whatnot, but they're out of your control. Like you have to send someone to like deal with that problem in some way.
Okay, maybe the next week's stream.
Dwarf Fortress stream. Yeah, maybe not, but but it is something you could get into on your own, I imagine, and enjoy.
Dude, you gotta wall that shit.
Boom. Oh, it's supposed to do a thing when you finish walling it off.
Maybe it's because you don't have, like, corners.
Or corners, yeah. But they can't get into it,
right.
Which is going to, like, if you perfectly seal it, it all turns into stone. But I'm not going to bother wasting the money to perfectly seal it just to have that visual effect. Screw the audience.
So, speaking of milk, I came up with a phrase the other day, and I really like it. I want to try to spread it around. I was talking to somebody about Jessica Jones, and I was like trying to give a this is what I love about it, and I was like, David Tennant's great, and I described David Tennant as David Tennant is liquid milk.
Yeah, you were on Facebook when you said that. I happened to see it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start saying that about things because I feel like that's just a great
as opposed to hard milk.
Yeah, you don't want hard milk
or milk vapor.
Or milk. Oh wait, were you?
I was on the Facebook chat. Yeah, or on the I saw your.
The whole entire thing was in that conversation.
Yeah, I've seen everything.
Oh my gosh!
It's too late. I've seen everything.
Shit,
All right, let's open this up.
About the milk.
Let's see what's in here.
Dude, you can't just like spend money like that.
Nothing. I was hoping it was treasure, man. It's worth it to go for treasure.
God, I love this game.
You have time limits. Like, you can play an hour game, or you can play a 15-minute like we did, or a 5-minute.
Your map get bigger, or if you go bigger? Or?
Yeah, your maps get bigger, and the whole point is just to, like, try to get high score. In arcade mode, at least.
You know what I kind of want?
What?
I want a mod for Minecraft that just puts a whole bunch of characters in the world.
Yeah.
And you just, like...
And they, like, dig and stuff,
yeah.
too? Like, yeah, like, so basically you don't have to have real people on your server?
Yeah. It's exactly what I want. Because people are just like, no, I can't get on Minecraft tonight. I got stuff going on.
So now we have... Where is it, though? Somewhere... Oh, he broke through my wall. That's why. Shit.
Why would he do that?
Because they're assholes. Dwarves are stupid as fuck. Alright. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. So, that's why it didn't seal. And now I have, like, no way of sealing this water. So this is probably going to be what kills me if we don't make it the next 7 minutes.
Is it just survival?
Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, it works for what it is. You can't seal
Can
up those either.
You can't put it on the water? Okay.
What you can do, but this is in the way, so it's a problem. And these guys are patrolling. So I'd have to put like extra walls in too. Fuck, this is too much work. You can put in holes, and they will fall into the holes and die if they try to go at that. And also lava will fall into holes if you unload. Look, enemy minions.
Ooh. What's that guy? Little goblin?
Yeah. So if I set these guys. And how does it work? I can tell them to go after the goblins somehow, otherwise I'll just defend. Maybe only these guys can attack, or maybe only if I upgrade. Yeah, you have to... Oh, here we go. Okay. Boom. I can cannonball them through the dungeon towards the threat.
Oh, that's really cool.
And then they deal with it as they see fit.
Still has a little bit of Space Engineers feel visually, like...
Explain.
I'm sorry. Faster than light.
Oh, I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, they're pretty similar. Space Engineers. 3D, 2D, top down, 2D, 3D, over the shoulder.
So this is another thing I like, is you'll get just like random visual things will pop up. Like there's a random skull, some flowers, some bones, this portrait of one of the developers.
Like, you know what I want to see?
Yeah.
An over-the-shoulder 2D game.
Over the shoulder 2D. How would that work? what would
Actually, you know what? It almost exists in like Sonic. Like there are faux 3D.
Yeah.
I guess it's just 3D though. Like how do you?
Yes. There's not an over the shoulder. Oh shit, we're dead.
Oh, what'd they do that for?
They opened up the walls. Well, that's perfect, because that means our episode timer that I told you about at the beginning of the episode was a complete and total lie. And in fact, we got a high score of 38,630.
All right, we're going to do the episode
where I played this. This was a fresh install. No, we don't want to play this again on the show.
God, it's so exciting.
It's not visually interesting enough. But, Joe, you can play it anytime you like.
I will. Don't even tempt me.
Let us know if you want to see Joe do an entire live stream where he tries to play
I will. I'll do it.
Unlimited with a dwarven accent the entire time.
It'll be the mother's milk.
And you can still use the hashtag fucking sing Joe, and he has to sing it in his dwarven accent, whatever you sing.
Aye.
You want to give him a quick sample of something they might hear?
Oh, aye. Let's see. What kind of... Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, Sonya...
You can just jump to the punchline.
Scorpion. Mortal Kombat.
Wow, wow. Really kick it. Kick it.
Plans, free stroke, Sonic Golf.
Sonic Golf. Good job.